Older me, you're always talk about being in purpose. But what if I'm already doing what I think I'm supposed to do, and yet I still feel stuck, even empty? I remember that feeling. See, purpose is more than productivity. It's more than being busy doing what you're good at. I learned this the hard way. Purpose without alignment is frustration. You can use your talents, abilities, gifts, and skills, but if you're out of alignment with your assignment, it feels like something's still missing. You might be using your talents, abilities, gifts, and skills, but not positioned in your God-given assignment. So, I could be in purpose, but out of alignment? How does that even happen? It happens when we confuse our gifts with our goals. You might be doing work that reflects your skill, but not your calling. Let me give you an example. I was teaching, leading, helping people grow, and everyone said I was walking in my purpose, but I still felt a void. That's because I was doing what I was good at and what came easy, not what I was graced for and what challenged me to grow and go deeper. Psalm 138:8 says, "The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me." Not my version, not what other people expect of me. His purpose, not just where I shine, but where I'm sent. Wow, that makes sense. But how do I know if I'm really aligned? Here are a few questions that helped me figure that out. First, ask yourself, who am I called to impact, not just impress? Then, is what I'm doing producing fruit or just wearing me out? And finally, do I feel peace even when it's hard, or do I just feel pressure? Alignment often feels like rest in the midst of the work. It's not always easy, but there's a flow when you're in the right place with the right people doing the right thing. So if someone's listening and they're feeling stuck, even while doing something good, what's one practical step they can take to shift into alignment with their divine calling? Great question. Here's a practical step. Check your alignment by checking your assignment. Ask, who am I serving? And is it who I'm called to serve? Sometimes the shift isn't in what you do. It's in why and who you're doing it for. And if you're not sure, pause. Pray and position yourself to hear again. Sometimes the reason you feel stuck is because God's calling you deeper, not different. Here's the takeaway. I want you to get today. Feeling stuck isn't always a sign you're off course. It may be a divine invitation to recalibrate your path, reassess your calling, and realign with your assignment. Wow, that gives us much to think about. Thank you, older me. If this conversation resonated with you, go back and watch episode 1. Do I really have a purpose, or am I just here to work and die? We laid the foundation for discovering purpose there. Remember to make sure your notifications are on. Leave us a comment with your thoughts and share this with someone who's doing good things, but needs clarity on their God thing. We're just getting started, and I've got more wisdom from my journey to share. Tune in next week as we talk about how to recognize when your season is shifting and what to do when God closes one door to open another. Remember, you were called before you were born, and it's not too late to answer. See you next time.